Hi, I'm Bonnie Holding, a registered Maine guide, and I'm here with Check Your Fly, and we're on Narragansett Bay. Oh, wow. Oh, this is going to be interesting.
There you go. See? See how they fly? You get used to it.
Notice how I'm ducking.
It's a bigger fly, so you kind of give it, when it hits the water, give it about 2 or 3 seconds.
Okay.
Sink a little bit so you can get it down a little further.
It looks good in the water.
I know it. The little tail end, it moves this way, it moves that way.
I don't know if you guys could see that or not. My cast has certainly gone downhill casting this thing, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It's like casting the whole tail of the deer.
Yeah.
That it could be either way.
See?
It's almost over here too.
Yeah.
Keep going this power.
That was a really good, strong tug. Oh, sure. Go after my fish.
Look at me. Yeah, okay, we'll hook up.
Fish broke right there. Like 30 feet away. It broke by its flag.
She was right on it.
On the flag right there. Okay, Dave.
Now this is, Blaine and I do have a little bit of competitive spirit, so it's whoever can get there first. I should have warned you guys about that.
Nothing wrong with that, Bonnie. We're always busting each other.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
She's hooked.
And swimming at me. Yeah. There we go.
Bonnie, when you come to the back tail.
I think I'm going to. You want to just follow my line around?
Nice job.
Chinese
There
fire
you
drill.
go. I think he just figured out he was hooked.
Don't let that hook you.
I'm feeling that hook sliding through his mouth, so I'm not sure.
Keep it on.
Yeah. It's a nice fish, but it's not huge. I mean, for the fight that he's given, yeah.
Some shoulders.
That way.
Boy, that hit like a ton of bricks. He wanted that. Up, there he goes. Yeah,
Competition's pretty heavy duty out here.
I believe it. Oh, I don't even have to get my own fish. I may try get rid of this line, put it on the reel.
Put him on the reel, Bonnie?
I'm trying. Let's just get rid of this mess just in case he decides to take a run. It doesn't get hooked up on me or somebody else. Ooh, I don't get enough tension on that. I'm going to put a little tension on that. Thanks. Oops. That's when they take the run. Yeah, he did. I don't think we have to worry too much about that. Let me see if I can't drag him in towards you. Boy, he does not want to come in, though. He's a fat guy.
He's thick, huh?
Yeah, he's very thick.
Wow.
Thank you. I love catching fish.
Oh, God.
Here you go.
Sideways, let Bonnie hold the fish.
This fish swallowed this. I don't know if he obviously thought it was the real thing. Nice fly rich, thanks. Maybe I can get a better angle on it for you. Gotta go up through the gill. Okay, let me get a hold of the fish.
You know,
Kind of.
in fact, you know what? Take the pliers.
Okay. Yep.
You
I see
get a
it.
better shot. Pull it down nice.
There you go, that way. See if we can't pull it out this way.
Beautiful.
We'll put that in there. Put these
I'll
in
take
here.
this.
Okay.
I'll take that.
This is a great fish for Narragansett Bay. Thanks. And look, right in front of us, there's more rises. Mike, you gotta be casting right back the boat here.
Yeah, I know it. I'm fishing off the wrong side again. Look at this right in front of me.
That was a great fly to use. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is a beautiful fly. Nice and long. Big, not a whole lot of fun to catch, but to cast, but it can be done. Let's let this guy go. Oh, here he goes. I love watching him go.
Camera
Off
boat.
they go. Now the second person that catches a fish is supposed to buy lunch, right?
That's right.
Oh, look at him follow that. Look at that roll right there. Can you just keep your line down for a second?
And
Okay, there we go. I'm down. Well, if you're not going to be quick enough to get down here, then. Yep. Oh, there he is, right there. There he goes. Took it. Yeah. Oh.
Good, you? Hey, you want to get together for lunch?
Sorry about that, Mike. They roll really well, don't they?
yeah, like picking a brick up out of the water.
I watched him just follow that for the longest time. I think it's that, like you say, that hook. I should have set it a little harder. I didn't set.
All right, you're mine. I saw you first.
Okay,
You
here
gotta
we go.
jump before buying.
But anyway. No, we're over at Pine Hill Point. Yeah.
Look at that. Got it. Oh, wow, that's a nice fish. Sure you don't want to be down here, Mike?
Still here.
Oh, here we go. We're going to go into the backing on
All
this
right,
one.
that's all right. Let him go.
Rich, this is the golden fly. Whoa, look at him go. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, I've got quite a mess going on here. Yeah, it did. Oh, okay, I've got it back. Tighten that baby up a little bit. Okay, maybe we'll put a little tension on this. I don't trust this now. After I said that this reel had lasted so well.
Fly's getting down there. Yeah. No, there's not a whole lot to. That's a meat hook on there, man.
Feels it, but you know, they fight so hard. It's just, you know, it's just that they don't want to turn, so it's hard to say. About the same. Maybe even smaller.
Be the color.
I think I'm going to be able to get that right to you. There you go. Whoa. Almost had him. There you go. Look at that fly hanging out of that fish's mouth. Why don't you turn the fish so they can see that maybe. Leave the fly in it, maybe you can turn it to the side. That's great looking. Be able to see that fly hanging out of that fish's mouth like that. He wanted it.
That was right at the corner of his mouth, too.
Can you get it? You need the pliers.
It's not going anywhere.
That thing sinks fast, huh?
I know, we got this one right in the bony part of his jaw.
He wasn't coming off.
No, he wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah, there we go.
Great. Looking good. Thanks a lot. I just let him go. Thanks. Look at
Yep.
the disease on here, or you know, it's a parasite or something on him. Right there. Yeah, tons of sealers, yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much. All right, fish. I love to say thank you to them.
Another nice fish, right?
It was a great fish. Thank you very much. It's your fly. It's your fly that's doing it. Actually, I'm not going to take a chance.
Whatever, die
some leader material that's pretty scratched up.
I'm changing flies. Bonnie's changing leader material. She's catching fish and scraping up her line a little, so or leader material, I should say. So she's going to change it out. What we're doing is we're pulling out. Dave's maneuvering the boat out to the outside of these. There's a little outcroppings of rocks in here, and we're going to pull out. And as you see, the wind's going to slowly push us along the shoreline here, and we're casting in. There's boils everywhere. There's fish all over the place. So
All right.
we're waiting to see the boil pop up, and then we're casting to it, or basically in towards the rocks where the fish are hiding out, waiting to ambush some bait fish coming by. We're using some good sized flies now. Rich tied up some, these are on a 6/0 hook, so
Oh, right
pretty
there.
big, they're good size.
Look at that.
And it looks like we have
Came
some
up just like a torpedo
worm
right there.
casings from the worms hatching out all over the place, so that could be a contributing factor here to why these fish are hanging out in this area in the shallow water right now. The water temperature's coming up, the clouds are burning off, so the sun's going to start hitting it, warming it up pretty quick here. It's only 9:30. Bonnie's got a couple of nice sized fish in the boat. We're going to make another pass through here, and we'll see. I'll show you a fly I'm going to throw on here. I'll try the silicone head. Bigger fly. Is that a 9/0 hook, Rich?
That's
7. Tie that bad boy on there and see if it'll hook up for me. Bigger fly, bigger fish. I hope.
Welcome to Check Your Fly. I'm Dave Sanford, and we're here today with Steve Lazoff from Triumph. We're at the Providence Boat Show. Steve, why don't you tell us a little bit? We ran the Logic last year, and now it's called Triumph. So
Correct. Last July, we changed the name from Logic to Triumph. Genmar Corporation had owned the company for approximately 2 years, and we decided this past year to expand from a primarily saltwater fishing boat company into a salt and freshwater recreational boat company, and that necessitated changing the name to Triumph.
okay, and the company as we know it is Check Your Fly. We grow on conservation.
Okay.
Because the more conservation that we have, the more fish that we know that are going to be in the water, and it's going to be safer for us to swim and fish in. And I know that Triumph really is #1 effort basically is conservation.
That's right, Dave. We pride ourselves in being the most environmentally friendly boat manufacturing facility in the world. When a Triumph boat is built, it gives off relatively no emissions. It's a clean process, unlike fiberglass. As a result of the Roboline process that is exclusive to Triumph boats, our boats burn less fuel. They have a softer, quieter ride, and they're totally recyclable.
That's great. That's great. And I absolutely love the boat, and so doesn't the crew. We really enjoyed it last year, 2001, and we're looking for 2002 to be even more enjoyable. And the 2002 boat has a little more additions to it. You want to go over a couple of those?
That's right. We've added some subtle changes. What we did is took a list of the options that we sold a lot of in the past under the old Logic name, and we made a lot of those options standard equipment for 2002. You have your compass, which was purchased on a lot of boats. We've added a real nice glove box, additional storage on the back end of the console here. We now offer a fish package, primarily for people like you that like to go fishing. We also have a comfort package, which includes additional bolsters and cushions and a stereo, which also sold very well in the past as separate items, but this offers a better value to today's cost-conscious consumer.
All right, well, we're looking to enjoy the boat 2002,
Thank you.
so let's go tie some flies. What do you think about that?
Definitely, let's
All right,
go.
thanks a lot.
Whoops. Okay, the sandals are gonna have to go here pretty quick. Whoa.
It's going down to the backing.
Yeah. Ouch, it's
Whoa.
free spooling too. Don't want free spool. Oh, look at him pull.
I can back down.
As long as we're not still propelling forward. Okay. All right. They're gonna go right over my line. Can they see? Tell them not to see where they are.
He's all the way down to the back and he's way out there.
This guy wants to go back out to the sea. So I'm not messing with this stuff anymore, but I was really into the backing. I still haven't got up to my fly line yet. There we go. At least I've got my fly line back.
Good sized fish?
I can't, you know,
Because of the
these
drag
guys
of
are
the boat?
so strong, and they're so, when this guy took so far out, it's really hard to tell. Ooh.
Yeah, he is hauling freight.
Yeah. His head is just,
Tell Rich to put the cameraman on this side.
Wow, he's still going. That's a nice fish, Bonnie.
yeah, I hope so. It's a fun fish. Ouch. Oh, shoot.
There's got to be a color in her fly that's not
That's
on
different.
mine,
Yeah.
you know?
That's what I was saying, is that when you put them side by side, they're not the same fly. Not, you know, not the same color.
Because we were trolling, we were trolling right, had to be within feet of each other.
Right. I put a little Stratton twitch on mine.
Yeah.
Actually, I really didn't do anything different, so I think it is the fly. You know, the coloring on it.
Make you around so you can get
Yep.
Oh, there he goes.
There we
Now you
go.
can see him.
Showing himself.
Yeah. That's a big fish.
That's a nice sized
That's
fish
a nice
right
fish.
here, David.
Yeah.
Rich, they're loving your fly, buddy.
I think this is great. Thank you. What did you say?
Just keep the line tight.
Yeah.
Oh, good size fish.
This is a nice fish. Look at the size of him. I'm going to bring him right in towards you, Mike. Let me bring him up a little bit higher so that you're not having
He
to do
doesn't
that.
want to.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, he's still shaking that head hard, huh?
Yep. They do. I want to try and keep it on this side for you guys.
Wherever. He's still down there, huh? Wow.
Yeah. Here we go. Whoops. Oh,
He is a log.
this is a nice fish.
Yeah, he doesn't want nothing to do with us, Bonnie.
No. You get him? Wow, good fish. All right. He's nice and chubby, huh?
Oh, look
He's covered in
Looking
sea
good.
lice.
Wow. You see that? Just fell out of the fish's mouth. Great fly, Rich. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's my fourth fish on that.
Turn
On
around,
that
Bon.
fly.
Here, Bonnie, hold that fish.
Ouch. There we go.
Got him?
Got him.
Nicely done.
Thanks, guys.
Beautiful.
You were showing me a great time down here in the bay. This is lots of fun.
Has some bugs on him.
Yeah, some sea lice.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. Actually, can you take the rod maybe so I don't drop that overboard? Got it?
Yep.
Yeah, he's nice and fat.
Can we just take one more picture
Sure.
with the fly like near his mouth?
Sure, just stick it right in his mouth
Yeah.
if you can, Mike.
Like swing that fly over here. Thanks, man. Just turn to me, Barney, a little bit.
Let's get him back in the water.
Thanks, yeah. Thank you. The lice on him.
Yeah.
Sitting on the sandbar. You know they've been sitting on the sandbar when they get that much.
There he goes. Thank you very much.
Right,
That was
that's
great.
beautiful.
Thanks. That was a nice fish. Thanks for the help, Mike. That was
Well
great.
done.
All right, let's see if we can get a couple
All right.
big pups.
I like that, you guys. If I can catch fish like that, I'll come all the time you want me to come down here.
Welcome to Check Your Fly. I'm Dave Sanford, and this is Eric Thomas from the Saltwater Edge. Today we're at the Providence Boat Show, and we're going to have Eric design a couple new flies for us here on the show for our tackle talk.
And this fly is just it's taking a new type of material, lashing it together, and what I want to do with this material is create a fly that has the illusion of being large, but is easy to cast with a fly rod, which is difficult to do. So this fly here, it doesn't really have a name. I'll call it my bunker fly. And it is going to utilize the flash fiber and some tie-well sparkle flash, and we're going to lash it together in a high tie fashion to produce a large fly. So I have a 3-aught hook. It's a 254 SS Eagle Claw, and I like to use monofilament tying thread. And we'll put that down, and I'm going to start this fly in about the middle of the hook shank. And I will start with a white color, and I'll take off a little of this. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but where I just cut it, it's straight across, and I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fingers. I'm just going to pick at it so I get a random edge there. It's not a straight cut edge. All of this material that I'm tying with, I said before, is synthetic. It's plastic. So when you use it, you need to be careful that you don't see those flat ends and do the best that you can to hide that. So I'm going to work on both sides of the hook shank here. I'm going to work on the top and the bottom. And I'm starting with the basic color of white. And I'm going to add some other colors and some flash as we go along. And all I'm doing with this material is I'm folding it in. I call this step folding in flash. I fold in this material. I go behind the thread, kind of capture it, pull it all over into my thumb and forefinger, my pointer finger, and then I'm going to roll it right down onto the hook shank, pull it through, and now we've got material on both sides of the hook shank. I'm going to go from a white to a gray, and this gray actually has flash built right into it, which is nice. This flash fiber is really nice. Again, picking out the ends. Always make sure to pick out those ends. Stagger. If you can see that there's one end, it's about 1/3, 2/3. So put it all into one clump, right on top of the hook shank, and lash it down. I'll go to the bottom of the hook shank and do the same exact thing. And here I'm going to add a little bit of color. This is just a little chartreuse green, just a little bit. We like to put in different colors. And if you can see, as we're doing this high tie style, you're tying directly on top of the hook shank and directly on the bottom of the hook shank. You can actually see the hook shank through the fly. I want to hide that. So I'm going to use this blue flash, and I'm going to, again, stagger. But I'm going to lash this down right along that hook shank, and that will hide that. So I'll put some on the far side, a little bit on the near side, Now I've hidden that hook shank and you can't see it now. Now we're almost finished. I like to finish off just about every fly that I tie with a dark back, a very pronounced back, and I'm going to use angel hair. Very delicate material, and unfortunately you lose about half of it when you tie it down. Roll that in and then watch what happens. I'm going to peel off a bunch of this, and I'm going to keep repeating this step until it's all down on there. There we go. Okay. Now the fly looks good. It'll catch you plenty of fish. But one thing that I like to add, I'm a firm believer that striped bass are headhunters. So I'm going to put an eye on here. And if I could just show you what that's going to look like. I'm going to position this eye there with some epoxy. But if bass are headhunters, you're looking at the eye, what's right below the eye, but the point of the hook. So in my mind, putting an eye on the flies is very important. Now what I'm doing here is I'm tying off the fly, and I do that with my fingers. You can use a tool to do that. And I'm going to put some head cement on here. I'm going to add any extra epoxy. I like to do it between the eyes on the top of the fly, and that's very important. You do not want to have a lot of epoxy on the bottom of the fly because it will cut down the gap of the hook. And if you cut down the gap of the hook, it will be very difficult for the fish to get hooked because that gap will be shorter. Bass has got a big bone in his jaw. You want to be able to get that in there. So you do not want to do anything to hinder that gap right here. So if you're going to put any extra epoxy, you put it on top. And now it's just a matter of waiting for it to dry. And this is my bunker fly.
We want to thank everybody. We had a great 2 days of fishing. The first day we fished on the flats with Bonnie, and we did a lot of fly casting. Bonnie did a great job with the instructional stuff. I think it's going to make everybody look make it a lot easier for everybody to learn how to fly fish. She makes it look simple. So I hope everybody enjoyed themselves here. I think we all did, even the camera crew. I want to thank the Fair Street Bed and Breakfast. I want to thank Teton Reels for sending us the reels. Steve's Marine for the Logic boat and the Honda engine on the back here. We really enjoyed it. Mike, do we got anybody else we need to thank here?
Rio Fly Lines.
Rio Fly Lines. Oh, most of all, we want to thank our wives for putting up with us. And we want to thank Nikki and Nikki's mother, Rich's girlfriend, fiancé-to-be, for making all the meals for us for the breakfast and lunch. That was fabulous. Rich, you have anything to say?
I think Professor Bodkin, I think we need to help thank him too.
Absolutely.
Excellent packs. I've been carrying around our gear for the last 2 days.
Okay, what about you, Bonnie?
I want to thank you guys for having me down here. I have had an absolutely great time. Lots of good fish and just a wicked good time. I like it.
All right.
Come anytime you want.
Okay, we'll be glad to have you. And if you want to look at any more, we have video snips on the website, and you can check it out at www.checkyourfly.net. And from all of us at Check Your Fly, have a great day.
Thanks.
See you.
Tight line.